The storm raged outside, clawing at the old chapel's windows like a living thing. Inside, a single candle flickered on the altar, casting trembling shadows across the faded walls. The air was thick with the scent of decay and something else, something metallic, like blood. They said the chapel had been abandoned for 50 years, ever since the wedding. No one dared enter after that night, not since the bride disappeared. But curiosity has a way of pulling people toward their doom. Emma, a young photographer fascinated by haunted places, pushed open the chapel doors with trembling hands. Her flashlight beam sliced through the darkness, landing on a row of dusty pews and the remnants of forgotten flowers. "Perfect," she whispered, setting up her camera. The Bride of Black Hollow. As she adjusted her lens, a cold draft brushed against her neck. She turned. Nothing. The doors creaked shut behind her. When she looked back at the altar, her heart froze. There, in the center, stood a mannequin, or what she thought was one. It wore a wedding dress yellowed with age, the lace tattered and stiff with time. A veil covered its face, and a bouquet of dead roses was clutched in its skeletal hands. Emma laughed nervously. Someone's idea of a prank. She raised her camera and snapped a photo. The flash illuminated the room, and for an instant, she saw the mannequin's head turn. Her breath caught. She blinked, shaking her head. "Just shadows," she muttered. But when she lowered the camera, the bride was no longer standing at the altar. The veil drifted across the floor, inching toward her. Emma stumbled backward, hitting a pew. The air turned icy. A whisper filled the chapel, soft, mournful. "He left me." The voice was behind her now. Emma spun around, her flashlight trembling in her grasp. "Who's there?" The bride stood only a few feet away, her veil torn, revealing a face of pale, rotting flesh. Empty sockets stared where eyes should have been, and black tears streaked her cheeks. "He left me at the altar," the bride wailed, reaching out with a skeletal hand. Her voice was a blend of grief and rage. "So I stayed," Emma screamed, dropping her flashlight. The darkness swallowed her cry. The last thing she saw was the bride's mouth, stretched impossibly wide, before the candle blew out. The next morning, the townsfolk found the chapel doors open again. Emma's camera lay in the center aisle, its screen still glowing. The final photo showed the bride, her decaying face pressed close to the lens, as if whispering into it. And behind her, another figure, a man in a torn tuxedo, hanging from the rafters. They say on stormy nights, you can still hear her sobbing inside the chapel, waiting for her groom to return. But he never will.